Respect. No, I haven't said nothing, goddammit. You know, my content is not for everybody, and that's okay. No, I haven't said nothing. You know, always be yourself with no blessing since I'm far from a hater, neighbor. We are all not the same. Hater. Stay your lane. No, if the chain though for me. A fool will send you spell work. The only reason, hold on 1 second, you understood your own tools. I wasn't trying to be discouraged because you understand your own motivation going within being authentic. You had it confused, hold on 1 second, your own self when it comes to your growth. Actually realize, hold on 1 second, you actually do have potential. If you can actually pour into yourself instead of playing with spoken in a toxic way, trying to make someone's vocabulary be dim, all because you don't understand your reality check one to go with them. You gotta make someone feel like they have to live in fear, or because someone understood that, hold on 1 second, their world actually goes around when it comes to catching their blessings right there, left that bothers your mental health when it comes to growth and actually maturing. You wasn't acting your body weight. You was more so outdated when it came to your shoe size. It be trying to throw for me how the devil would tell so many lies when you not running from your past. That ain't just different when it comes to, hold on 1 second. I love myself, not the dim my light. I love myself, not the dim my light. No, haven't said no. My content, everybody, that's okay. You know, always be yourself with no misunderstandings. You don't gotta know a fool for them to send you spell work at the end of the day. No other check over your dumbass neighbor. I love them at a goddamn tax bracket. No, for real. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. You know, we all don't dip and dabble with magic and spell work projecting on someone because we all not haters. Hello. You know, if someone not for you, keep it the fuck pushing. Hello. If the train it on for me. My content is not for everyone. And that's okay. Today is currently November 6, 2025, and it's currently 10:17 p.m. I would never hurt myself regardless to what man, child, or woman is trying to blackmail me against me, and I say respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. When someone says you don't have potential, that does not mean stop loving yourself. That does not mean stop showing up for you. That does not mean get discouraged because someone didn't see your view when it comes to, hold on 1 second, you tie your shoe different when it comes to your concentration. Believe in the fact they can't relate to. They try to put you in competition, hold on 1 second. They was trying to abuse the word when it came to, hold on 1 second. They wanted to kick you down, make you feel like, hold on 1 second, you're supposed to see yourself frown. But God was maintaining your smile. We may not pray the same, but when God fixed your crown, they would never understand elevation is different. Being authentic. Never give up on yourself when I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, and you all have respect that my content is not for everyone. No, that's right though for me. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. Hi everyone. I'm Peace. I bring peace. You are my sunshine. What a blessing. Never overlook when the devil tries to stop you. Cause God got your back. God got your back. Don't send your light, neighbor, far from a hater. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Gotta go. See you later. I'm Naya. Genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say it respectfully. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. Today is currently November 6, 2025. You know, no mother or father or family member should be stripped away from a family member or a child because someone's insecurities, jealousy, envy, or hate at the end of the day, or because someone wants to play with sport work. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding because someone understood motivation. Someone outgrew the old, but they didn't think they was better than someone. They became mentally more stronger to understand maturity is different. You know, because when you become your best self, visiting yourself, even if you get a couple of dollars or whatever the case may be, you got folks that you used to actually know when it came to certain chapters in your life. They don't want you to become bigger than yourself when it comes to, hold on 1 second, actually pouring into yourself when you knew how to respect someone in a good way. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. You ain't have to gather that hate train at the end of the day to try to dim somebody's life because you still saw someone with potential. But you know, no mother or father should have to wait for a phone call because someone was battling a mindset of their own insecurities. Or someone was battling the mindset of having mommy and daddy issues because of the fact that, hold on 1 second, they saw your child as a threat.
Because regardless of the trial and tribulation that you and your child inquired or whatever the case may be, your child still became their best self version of themselves. You know, those moments where you wasn't rooting them on when being a biggest cheerleader, those days where you didn't have the healthy mindset to actually hug your child, those days where you overlooked your child when it came to certain topics and conversation because of their sexual orientation, their disability, age, or their religion, because you didn't understand them. Those moments at the end of the day, how does my child continue to elevate and someone's a hater?
No, it's a trait of me. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't speaking for Vince besides speaking for myself. Dang you lame hater.
It's between a thought for me. You know, everybody's walk of life ain't the same regardless if you come from poverty and pain or not. You know, my content is not for everyone. No mother and father should be met with their child being part of a hate crime or their child being part of someone's ritual and someone's energy harvesting off their baby's energy, or someone's projecting spoke or sending the evil lie, or because their child don't run from their past. Their child knows how to take accountability for their action. Their child knows how to respect their neighbor, good day, bad day, and misunderstand they, regardless of a mother and father, then pour those proper tools into that child at the end of the day. Because when someone's sweet enough for you,
I keep it pushing. It's the trait over me. I ain't got no beef with you. It's one side. Hold on 1 second. You beefing with yourself.
my content is not for everybody, and I say respectfully. You know, people pick and choose who they want to bully to rob mentally, spiritually, financially at the end of the day, or even energy harvest of someone's energy, or project spirit or a hate crime towards somebody. You know, that mother and father that pray for their child, even days when they couldn't understand their own vocabulary, their own unconditional love to choose themselves. You know, my content is not for everybody. You know, no mother or father should be stripped away from their own child because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline, because they want a mother and father mental health to be losing control.
No, it's the trait of me. It's so sad. I actually pray for you because at the end of the day,
Regardless if you came from poverty and pain, someone didn't show you the proper roots to actually loving you at the end of the day. Or those certain chapters of your life that you didn't have the proper tools or guidance. You knew how to protect your baby. You knew how to pray for your baby. You knew how to love your baby. Your baby acknowledged you, that you are worthy. And you were their mother and father, and you still are. Regardless when the devil or the enemy tries to test you and discourage you, I actually hope that one day you reunite with your child at the end of the day, and I actually hope that your happy home is actually a peaceful and positivity when it comes to, hold on 1 second, nothing but blessings and miracles within. And the proper healing that starts within at the end of the day when it comes to you and your child. Regardless if the devil is trying to still test you today, you becoming your best self vision of yourself because you still didn't crash out another day. Because you're still being patient with time and day when it comes to pouring into yourself, loving yourself, acknowledging yourself, regardless to if it was a family member, stranger in the street at the end of the day that stripped you from your own child. You are worthy to know the safety of your child. You are worthy to know at the end of the day that your child feels the same about you, that truly loves you. You know, my content is not for everyone, and I say it respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody.
no, it's a trait of me. It's not. And I said what I said. You can sit all that hate and jealousy, envy somewhere else, neighbor. No, it's a trait thought for me.
You know, my content, everybody, and that's okay. Entertainment purposes only. No, it's a trade though for me. You have to mind your business with the mind of your business. You know you have one of those family members and friends. Hey, what's going on? What you doing for the holidays, neighbor, family? Hello? Listen, I don't do Turkey Day. I don't do that special holiday that you do at the day. If you want to do dinner, that's perfectly fine with me. 1 or 2, 3, 4. Let me know what's going on so I can be secure when it comes in the day. Actually value my time and day. You ever wasted your time and day when someone invited you to their household or invited you to an event of their friends?
Don't do no weird shit like that to me. I swear you better not.
Because I'm going to talk about you so bad. I'm going to talk you about so bad at the end of the day. You know I'm a foodie. Why would you make me feel so uncomfortable when it comes to my digestive system, stupid? No infiltrate on me. What's going on, girl?
What up, son? No. What you got going on?
Do me a favor. Meet me by the A train. You know, between such and such or whatever the case may be. You know, we got a plan or two at the end of the day.
No, that's the trait on me. They cooking.
I can't stand when a fool say someone cooking in their family or whatever the case may be. You only know about one person food at the end of the day. Everybody else, I was barely saying yes to the one that actually provided that plate that day. No, if the train told me you want me to keep it real with you, I said what I said. No, if the train told me. This fool decided to say, you know what? Come down or whatever the case may be. We gonna have a good time. All right. You ever went somewhere and you could have just stayed in your bed? No, if the train told me, you know how much of a waste of a goddamn outfit that is? Hello. Laundry detergent. Sweat. I had to put clothes on. No, if the train told me. People don't be understanding at the end of the day what it takes for you to get your mental health together and realize, hold on 1 second. Do I even want to go? You know, you ever been procrastinating about going somewhere, whatever the case may be, but you know, let me get some fresh shit. You know, the devil's not sending you spell work even when they try to, then you decide to say, you know what, let me get out the goddamn house and get some goddamn fresh air. Let me do some laundry. I'll get to you when I get to you at the end of the day. So you decide to get to this fool or whatever the case may be. First of all, where you mess up at, don't invite someone to someone's macaroni and cheese every time you feel like someone macaroni and cheese is good. What the I never saw somebody put so much ingredients in macaroni and cheese in my life. Once you start putting the garlic with the garlic with the garlic with the garlic, hold on 1 second. If you put that seasoning in there again, you ever had someone put some seafood seasoning in macaroni and cheese? I didn't say what seafood pasta food with cheese. Hello, what's wrong with you, fool? If the trade told me, you know how your taste buds is set up, that's one thing. But don't put me in the mindset where I have to reevaluate my whole train of thought when it comes to my mental health growth. Hello? If the trade told me, I didn't sign up for this one-sided conversation, I swear. No, the trade told me, you ever had that one family member at the end of the day, or friend, or even associate that you just met at the job or whatever case may be? You know, come down. You know, you don't want to see someone frown, but when you one of those people that's mad real in the day, and especially when you a foodie and you don't participate in everybody food, because hold on 1 second, ain't no flavor, baby, what's going on? No, it's a trade off of me. I had better hospital food than this. Here's a trade off for me. No, for real. I ain't projecting it on myself, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, when you know, you know. No, for real. You ever had someone put so much food on your plate? It looks so good, eye-appealing. You know, like when your big-ass head goes to the supermarket or whatever the case may be, and no one trying to figure out your mental health is, how the fuck I'm going to get this from point A to Z and I'm doing it by myself? I don't know what's wrong with me. I do it all the time. It's the train off of me. Why would you overlook my plate the way you doing it today? It's looking like a volcano. I could barely hold the weight. No other chick with me, and I ain't talking about narcotics. No, for real. It looks really good. You tasted one thing, trying to figure out what it was at the end of the day when it's fried chicken. Hold on 1 second. You ever had fish at the end of the day and you trying to figure out what Caribbean these motherfuckers is from at the end of the day? What happened to the flavor like the Kool-Aid? Hello, Jammer? I thought you was jamming. I thought you said that the day is good. No, wrong hood. No, the trade of me. You ever had that one person that wanted to participate and try to take you out? You know, you're very so much thankful for your family, your friends, and people that come into your life to help you. You know what I'm saying? You're thankful. Don't pay for my food. Knowing at the end of the day, our digestive system ain't the same. God damn it, please don't do yourself no favor. No, for real. I was just trying to be nice. No, for real. I'm glad you was trying to be nice. See your way somewhere else. I may not talk to you for a couple of months too, cause the bad taste in my goddamn mouth. No, it was straight off of me. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. I may not be entertaining to the average person, but that's okay. I may be whacking according to you. Hello. You know, when the right people see you, hear you, respect you, regardless God brought them to your life or not, they're far from haters. They don't got that envy, jealousy, competition mindset at the end of the day. They actually rooting you on. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. They not saying respectfully. They not gathered with a hate train. They not trying to dim your light at the end of the day. They not gang stalking you or monitoring every move. No, it's the trade. Don't be weird. No. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. It's not. I don't push God on nobody at the end of the day. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And I am my biggest cheerleader. I do pray to God. My soul was never for sale. And I say it respectfully. And I do not worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not energy harvest off my neighbor's energy, or project spell work, or witchcraft, or send an evil eye. No, I don't got time for that weird shit. No, it's a trick on me. I'd rather pour into myself. Hello. Not respectfully. Always be yourself, no intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. When the right people see you, hear you, respect you, they act in their body when they shoe size. That energy is different when it comes to regards to keeping poverty and pain. They ain't gotta blackmail you against you when you truly got potential. They not trying to outdo you when it come to your trauma, when it come to your actual healing. The energy is different. Someone's actually praying for you, not against you. Someone truly understands your rhythm at the end of the day, that you want authentic people to be around you. Something that you always ask for is real. Hold on 1 second. Only was the hold on 1 second was never competition, because it was never hesitation. When God sends the right people into your life to show you at the end of the day, you ain't have to get physical. Don't tussle with someone at the end of the day. When it comes to hold on 1 second, discipline hits different. When you walk out the old, understand that door hits different. You wasn't running from your past, but take accountability for your actions, regardless of keeping poverty and pain. You know how to respect your neighbor. Now, in the check on me, know my cousin, everybody else. Okay. Always be yourself. When God sends the right people into your life, respect a two-way street. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And my content is not for everyone. It's not. I love to talk about love. Love is real, love is one of a kind. What the right one truly for you. Wow. It went from someone couldn't relate to you, being on 2 different time zones. Someone didn't have to get physical. Outdate, hold on 1 second, out the old. Outdate when it came to the old. That mindset at the end of the day, when it comes to your boundaries, actually hits different. You didn't have to lose control when it comes to your mental health at the end of it, because someone knew how to be on the same page with you, not be in control. And at the end of the day, I mean that respectfully. When someone knew how to protect your heart, motivate you, hits differently. Someone protecting your peace when it comes to hold on 1 second. Someone truly love you when you truly go within. Someone wasn't trying to confuse you when it comes to the next person, because they wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Who would have knew that true love wasn't competition? Who would have knew that true love would allow you to see why you truly allowed yourself to heal? Love is real, love is one of a kind. What the right one truly for you. I may be corny to the average person, but that's okay. I'm gonna always be me. Naya, genuine love, respect. Hey. Love is real, love is one of a kind. What the right one truly for you. Your time zone is different when it comes to true love. Fall from how when you didn't have to compete to actually relate to someone that hold on 1 second. Someone truly show you that wasn't trying to fumble you. Someone bring peace into your life, so you be emotional available. That energy has different, be on the same page. Who would have knew that someone truly prayed for you, not against you? You getting the love, a best friend, a business partner. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same, but you didn't have to get physical to overcome what you've been through. That energy is different, because God allows you to see why you prayed to go within. God allows certain doors to open for all the right reasons. When God wasn't rejecting you, when God gave you the proper tools to love you properly, at the end of the day, when you almost lost you, when it came to that testimony that day, hold on 1 second, you was truly the miracle. When someone did not love you, respect you, or protect you, at the end of the day, who would have knew that you almost lost control when it came to that chapter? Only reason, hold on 1 second, balance is different when God truly shows you to hold on 1 second, you are worthy. When God endures proper tools within you, butterfly, that energy is different. It wasn't more so about your swag, because at the end of the day, true love allows you to see why true love can truly last, because it started within when it comes to growth. Certain folks will never understand how you better yourself. That chapter when you almost gave up on yourself, that walk of life hits different when they try to fulfill your shoes, and they trying to be you, but hold on 1 second, there's only one you being authentic. Who would have knew at the end of the day, God wasn't dimming your light? That demonstration hits different when it came to that class, that hold on 1 second, something that you didn't have to pay for. No, it's a trade. Always be yourself with no misintentions. You loved you, you chose you. That unhealthy relationship allowed you to challenge you another day. All because, hold on 1 second, you understood your faith. You have good days, bad days, and think you was better than nobody. You prayed for the love of your life, and it wasn't a mistake, but it was truly a reality when it comes to your future. Someone praying for you, not against you. It wasn't lust. Toxic love, the energy is different. It was your norm once upon a time when it came to certain chapters. But who would have knew at the end of the day, God would truly allowed you to see everything that you always asked for. At the end of the day, it wasn't hard to come by. Because the devil was trying to test you. The devil was telling so many lies. The enemy tried to stop you. Hold on 1 second, try to make you feel like you wasn't worthy. Understanding real love. But the divine times actually hits different. When God truly allowed you to say that you could pour into someone and be on the same page, emotionally available. Who would have knew that true love allowed you to fail, to actually heal? Keeping it real. Wow. Someone sees you, hears you, respects you. God gave someone access to your heart and they didn't have to pretend because they were truly praying for and against you. You know, someone wasn't doing it for likes, he was a cloud chasing or fame. They're switching up mindset. Hold on 1 second. Now y'all both was on the same page. I see you, I hear you, I respect you. Even days when you get sick at the end of the day, I'm still showing you motivation still hits different. You know, not walking away. When someone made you feel like you was a mistake. But that's not part of this chapter today. You know, because hold on 1 second. God allows you to see why you can hold your own way when it comes to hold on 1 second. You truly mature in. You know, it may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. But true love is not complicated. It's not. Because when someone brings peace into your life, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that energy is different. Someone sees you, hears you, respects you. You know, they say fairy tales not real, but someone truly became your equal. Someone truly showed you to hold on 1 second. That may not pray the same, but someone truly was praying for you. Y'all both come from two different walks of life, but who would have knew that God would truly allow you to choose you? You chose you in a season when you couldn't see. You said you want better days to come, but God truly showed you was far from weak when the enemy would try to dim your light. They wanted you to live in fear, being a monster, to giving up on yourself when it came to your intuition. But God was really showing at the end of the day, while God spent the block for all the right reasons, while y'all stand before yourselves today. Everybody's not meant to be married. Everybody's not meant to have that baby carriage. And I say that respectfully. That energy is different when someone didn't have to play with sport to get your time and day. It just came naturally. You know, when someone walks into your life, they didn't have to run game at the end of the day. Wasn't wearing a mask to actually love you the right way the first time around. Who would have known the love of your life will allow you to see why true love was real when it came to your future? Pouring to each other. You know, it may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. But always be yourself with all my intentions. No, ever trade on my content, not for everybody that's okay. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. It was chicks and dudes. They had to play with sport when it came to their tools. They lacked self-control when it came to their discipline. Talking about they keeping it real, but I wasn't playing hangman. I understood I am Sam. That energy is different. You ever play these type of games at the end of the day as a child, but only realized, hold on 1 second, someone mentality still didn't outgrow the old at the end of the day when it came to their shoe size, or because you understood maturity, held on 1 second, holding that weight when it comes to your body weight. That energy is different. They look at you like competition when there wasn't a hesitation being authentic. You know, I trusted me. I chose me. I didn't overlook me. The devil, the enemy, try to send me spoke right to left. They knocking on my walls. They knocking on the door. They throwing spoke in front of my doorstep at the end of the day, all because hold on 1 second, they wanted me to be destroyed. Hold on 1 second, they wanted me to become my worst enemy. They try to rob me mentally, spiritually, financially. You know, they probably did at the end of the day, but God truly showed me at the end of the day who the devil or the enemy was that day. And I was far from mentally ill when they said I was so disturbed because I knew the verbs. The end of the day hits different. You know, God's tools hits different. I didn't have to worship the devil. Hold on 1 second, far from pretending being authentic. Yeah, I love myself when I found peace within. They wanted to pay me out to be a crasher, but I didn't have to pretend. I was truly authentic at the end of the day. Hold on 1 second, self-control can truly bother someone's mental when it comes to growth. When they try to destroy you within, they got to sit spoke in a toxic way when it comes to your finance, beauty, magic, right to left, all because hold on 1 second, you operate at a life they can't relate to going within. You know, hold on 1 second, that favor that God hold over your life. They try to be just like at the end day, but they can't hold on 1 second, walk a day in your shoes when it comes to God's tools. You know, because when God truly shows at the end of the day, when the devil or the enemy try to be like you, God truly restores you for all the right reasons. They would never understand that. Hold on 1 second, that confidence is different. You know, always be yourself with intentions. I may be corny and whack to that person, but that's okay. But my content is not for everyone. It's not. It was more so G-O-D, didn't dim your light. Enemy, stay in your lane. You try to test me when it come to your pain. I understood miracles happen every single day. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. I rep the G-O-D. Hold on 1 second. Not malicious because my soul was never for sale, keeping it real. Hold on 1 second. They said God not real. Hold on 1 second. You not who you say you are. Excuse me? Why? Because you got to dibble and down with Spower. I was supposed to be a crash like the last person that almost lost themselves, or they probably did at the end of the day because you projected a hate crime towards them so they won't speak up for themselves when it comes to hold on 1 second maturing. You know, everybody's trying to throw it for me. How folks say at the end of the day, you a crybaby, you a piece of shit at the end of the day, that you're not worthy. But hold on 1 second, didn't matter my tax break if I came from poverty and pain. I still knew how to respect money, but they couldn't weather their own storm to go within. I don't mean no disrespect, and I say this respectfully. They said, how can you curse at the end of the day? You talking about G-O-D. I wasn't trying to hurt myself or my neighbor. My neighbor was plotting against me when they come in to hold on 1 second. They one-sided competition. Hold on 1 second when I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. You know, folks pick and choose who could talk about spirituality, the devil, let alone the enemy. Hold on 1 second, healing, trauma, and pain. You know, narcotics at the end of the day. Or who can be that best teacher at the end of the day when it comes to root work or this or that, whatever the case may be. Hold on 1 second, being authentic. You know, when God makes you at the end of the day and you don't got the mindset of hate, that energy is different. They would never understand how you truly self-reflect when you haven't listened to things, when you truly went within. My content is not for everyone. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. You don't have to know your neighbor or not at the end of the day, regardless to their tax bracket, for them to project spell work towards you, or for them to monitor your every move from the time that you leave out your household, or from the time that you're coming back into your household, or from the time that you went to that convenience store, or you went to that store, that library, or who you had interactions with. You know, gang stalking is real. They'll monitor your packages, your mail. They will even blackmail you and act like you got it when you didn't. They will hack your accounts, your devices, and when you speak up for yourself, they quickly say that you're mentally unstable. All because they already have a hate train going against you and they said that, hold on 1 second. Your voice doesn't matter. Nobody hears you. And especially if you're a content creator or if you're somebody that ever felt like you never had a voice. And you always had that mindset, if I speak up, they're going to dim my light because it's been a childhood trauma, cry out for help. You're trying to find ways to speak up for yourself. You still get caught up in that chokehold at the end of the day. It bothers your stomach, but hold on 1 second, you are worthy to overcome those rainy days. And I said respect for actually loving yourself, even when they couldn't. Hold on 1 second, I actually love you, respect you, let them acknowledge you. And I said it respectfully. You know, my content is not for everyone. I am far from a copycat. No, it's a trait though. I really am far from a copycat. Load on a hater. It's a trait though for me. You know, regardless to what man or woman has me shadow ban or a child, or who's gang stalking me or whatever the case may be, or trying to rob me mentally, spiritually, financially, or trying to project that hate crime towards me. I would never hurt myself, and I put everything in my Heavenly Mother, Father, God's hands, and I say respectfully, always be yourself. Poetry, my swag. No, always be yourself. No, for real, be yourself. I ain't got to listen to. I know how to respect my neighbor. You know, I know how to put respect when respect is due, and I know how to give flowers when it's due, whatever case may be. But if you're not for me, just stay in your lane. Let's trade over me, neighbor. She didn't just have the pretty features. Not only was she book smart, street smart, but she was truly well put together. Even days when she didn't understand her own weather. She had chicks and dudes throwing her spoke in a toxic way. They wanted her to frown, but God should allow her to hold that weather. You know, weather that storm, hold it down at the end of the day. When it comes to boundaries, it's different when it comes to balance. Even when she almost lost control, she understood at the end of the day, they're going to try to bother her mental when it comes to her confidence, but she wasn't trying to lose control when it came to discipline because she actually prayed to go within. Even when her next door neighbor in different tax brackets was sending her the evil lie, long projecting spoke in a toxic way, banging on the walls right to left. It'd be the train of thought for me because the walls was talking back. When everybody was quiet at the end of the day, she didn't understand that, hold on 1 second, I'm going to become my best self vision of a chapter they can't relate to. Hold on 1 second, I chose me when they didn't want me to go within. You know, she was so pretty. But the beauty always started within. You know, God don't like ugly, so the God revealed the devil, alone, the enemy in two different levels. Then they regardless a male or female at the end of the day. God was showing this woman at the end of the day she was worthy. You know, overcoming what she'd been through, she almost lost herself, but she found peace when she least expected because she truly had the potential, because she was truly mentally strong, but she least almost rejected herself because someone didn't know how to respect her, love her, protect her. She became her most protected person at the end of it, you know, to protect herself. But hold on 1 second, she was truly far from a crash out. She knew how to respect her neighbor. She didn't think she was better than nobody, but she just had boundaries when it comes to hold on 1 second, holding her own weight, and I don't mean narcotics. That energy is different. You know, certain folks won't understand her. Certain folks overlooked her. Certain folks try to ruin her reputation. But hold on 1 second, God was truly standing with her. That energy is different. When the beauty started within, they tried to ruin her reputation when it came to her skin. But she kept pushing. She kept showing up. She kept loving herself to better herself. Even when the devil tried to rob her to make her homeless. She been through so many obstacles. She almost lost herself. But she understood at the end of the day that God got her back. They tried to rob her mentally, spiritually, financially. They even try to throw it on her face at the end of the day that you're not worthy. They said that you're so whack at the end of the day, you ain't gonna be nobody. But hold on 1 second, God was showing this baby at the end of the day, I got your back. You know, because someone didn't know how to love you, respect you, or show for you at the end of the day, or said you didn't have potential. Never stop loving yourself, showing up for yourself. Because when the right people see you, they hear you, they respect you, and they ain't sending you spell work. No, it's a check on me. They not haters, dumbass. I gotta go.
Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Naya! Come on, Naya. Get it together. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. G-O-D got your back. Love yourself. Don't dim your life, neighbor, far from the hate. They gonna try to steal spoon, we'll get you right the love. You ain't gotta know these fools, but don't dim your light. You matter, you're worthy. Yeah, you matter, you're worthy. I gotta stop the violence. You matter.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself regardless to what man or woman or child is threatening my life or sending me spell work or whatever the case may be. I do not live in fear, and it's not a crime to be authentic. I'm far from a hater, let alone a copycat. And I say that respectfully. I know how to give respect when it's due. It's a train of thought for me. We all not the same. And because we are all not the same, everybody is not meant to be part of your journey. Not everybody is meant to be part of your table. Not everybody's meant to have that hello towards you at the end of the day, because every hello ain't a good hello. Or help ain't good help at the end of the day, because you'd be so surprised how folks will try to plan just to kick you down. You know, individuals would take your kindness for weakness and join a hate group to go up against you. Or because they said at the end of the day, you're not worthy. Your voice doesn't matter. I can't stand you because you spoke up for yourself when I did you wrong. That's how they actually said it that day. How this type of stuff actually happens. I didn't give nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. You know, always be yourself when someone threatens your life, regardless to what tax bracket or community they're trying to project fear in you. Or they even the ones, if you're a content creator or not, they even the ones that's behind the scenes that's, you know, playing with your numbers, you know, having people disrespect you. They even disrespect you behind fake pages. But they say that you mentally unstable. It's the train over. You got too much time in your day. Hello. Nah, for real. Never give up on yourself at the end of the day. Losing faith going with them. We all don't pray the same, but we all are haters. Because it's individuals that actually know how to root someone on. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. It's just a train of thought for me. It doesn't matter about someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age at the end of the day. When someone actually knows how to respect you. You know, individuals, regardless of keeping poverty and pain, when you're not for somebody, we keep it pushing. Hello, dumbass. We are all not the same. But I gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And I work alone regardless to what man or woman or child is trying to blackmail me and trying to take credit for my creativity. I never told nobody to make money all for me. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. My past does not live in my presence today. You know, when you walk away from certain people when it comes to certain chapters, they feel obligated. They want to blackmail you against you, to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, even create a hate train to go up against you, to make you feel at the end of the day that you're not worthy of choosing yourself. They will even try to take credit for who you are at the end of the day. You got some nerve. I hope you find peace. You don't like weird son of attack and shit. I gotta go. How this type of stuff actually happens. When you got up every single day and poured into yourself, when nobody was cheering you on, even when folks were sending you the evil eye, sending you spoke at the end of the day, you never stopped pouring into you. Even when the devil or the enemy, you didn't have to know them at the end of the day. You came across them in passing. When it came to that neighbor, didn't matter their tax bracket. You still chose you. It took over 30, 40, 50 people at the end of the day, let alone the whole community, try to dim your light. But you allow yourself to say, you know what? I am worthy. Because you are. My content is not for everybody. I would never hurt myself regardless to who has me shout out band or not. And I'm far from a hater.
Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community.
Never tread on me, goddammit. Stop the violence. Peace and respect, self-respect, your neighbor, I gotta go, stop the violence. I'm Naya, Naya, genuine love, respect, and my soul was never for sale. And I worship the good God with no misintentions. We all don't pray the same. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. When it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God. And I say respectfully, my content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself regards to who's sending me the evil heart, projecting spoke towards me. I am still healing from a hate crime that was done to me. I'm far from a hater. And I'm far from a catfish. No, it's the trait of me. Jealousy, envy. Hold on 1 second. Someone wants to be the mindset of being unrecognizable. Someone wants you to be in the mindset of losing yourself, to be up, a crash out. Or someone wants you to be in the mindset not looking at yourself in the mirror to actually love yourself. How folks would throw subliminals, they would threaten you. Show you certain signs through other people at the end of the day. When it comes to spell work, when it comes to what they about to do to you at the end of the day, rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even make you homeless. Never give up on yourself, because it doesn't matter if the community, doesn't matter if someone's tax bracket, or someone respects you, they don't got malicious intentions to bring harm towards you, or project spell work towards you, or project magic, or send you confusion spell work, or make you project spell work when it comes to your finances at the end of the day. And never allow someone to project fear in you because you spoke up for yourself when you're a truth teller. And you don't run from your past. We ain't the same. It's just a thought for me. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Misunderstood and loved by you. Far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Peace and respect your neighbors to the right. You better run dim your light. God all go on there, but don't dim your light. Stop the violence. You matter and you are worthy. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody. Today's currently November 6th, 12:05. I was never in competition with no man or woman, regardless of your tax bracket, because I could care too goddamn less than they. Hello, if it's straight up, you dumbass. I gotta go. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's trying to blackmail me against me, regardless of the tax bracket. I know how to respect my elders. And I know how to respect my peers regardless of how old they are, and I say it respectfully. It's not a crime to say thank you. No, thank you at the end of the day. It's a thought for me. Always be yourself. I'm Naya. Genuine love, respect. Stop the violence. I gotta go. Stop the violence.